I mean, life is too short. Like, life is so short. I know that's like cliche to say, but it is so short. You might as well live it the way you want. Like, I don't know who wants to walk through life with this negative energy and attitude and not getting what you want because you're just putting out this negative, like, yucky thing. This is just all gonna come back to you. Hey everyone, it's Ariel, and today we are talking about gratitude. Gratitude, law of attraction, abundance mindset, all of it, because they kind of go hand in hand. Now, before we actually get into this video, I first want to mention Bria Jones' video that she recently posted. I'll leave the thumbnail on the screen here so you guys know what to look for if you want to go check it out. But she recently posted this video and I watched it, and she just inspired me a lot with this. Really made me want to think about my mindset in a different way, and the introduction of abundance mindset really like hit home for me and really sunk in. So the two things that Bria talks about mainly in her video are the law of attraction and abundance mindset. And I'm going to give you guys a definition of those just in case you aren't familiar. So first of all, law of attraction. The law of attraction is the philosophy that positive thoughts attract positive results and negative thoughts attract negative ones. So meaning if you're always thinking positively, then good things will happen to you, or you're going to attract more positive experiences. And if you're always thinking negatively, the opposite's going to happen. So more negative and bad things will happen to you. Now, abundance mindset, the paradigm that there is plenty out there for everybody. And the opposite of this would be scarcity mentality. So when you're thinking in abundance, you're thinking there's enough out there for me, there's enough out there for everybody. You are opening yourself up to opportunities. Whereas the opposite of this would be more of a scarcity mindset. And that means that you're constantly kind of feeling like there is a limited amount of opportunities for you, and there's a limited amount of everything, really, like relationships, love, friendships, wealth, all of it. And so those are the two things that Bria really touched on in her video, and that's what really made me think. As soon as I heard this video, I started like thinking about myself personally, thinking about some of the ways I've been viewing certain things and just the way my mindset has been on certain things in my life, and I realized that I maybe haven't been as positive as I thought I was, because I always consider myself to be a very like positive, optimistic person. But I think in a lot of ways and in a lot of specific areas in my life, I started to realize when I heard this and when I started thinking about abundance mindset, just mentality in general, I started to realize that I maybe wasn't getting the positive results and outcomes that I was hoping for because I wasn't being as positive as I thought I was, if that makes sense. So I just kind of wanted to share like my take on this and my thoughts, because I feel like I've always known that gratitude is really important. So not just always focusing on what you want and what you don't have and where you're trying to get to and your goals in life, but to be grateful for what you have right now. That is very important. And I know I always knew that, but I don't think I was putting it into effect as much as I thought I was. So this video is really eye-opening for me, and just the concept of abundance mindset and the law of attraction and kind of like what you put out will come back to you. I just kind of realized that there's a lot more that I have to work on. And I want to kind of preface that by saying, I think naturally when you're in your 20s and like when you're at that age where you're becoming an adult and you're like starting to do real adult things and just entering into society, especially early 20s, I feel like you naturally kind of like start to learn more about yourself and who you are as a person and what you want out of life and all of that. Like you kind of do a lot of self-reflection, or at least I did. And to go even further than that, I know that there was specifically a time where I really had to like dig deep into like my own past experiences and like trauma really that I had to go through to try to work through it and see how I could become the best version of myself. And I think a lot of people in their 20s do that because that's just the time where you're kind of, you know, becoming and like falling into your own person, like falling into your personality. But the thing about self-reflection and self-discovery is that it's never really done. I think it really is a lifelong process and journey, and there's just always more to learn. And so that's why I love this video and I wanted to kind of share my thoughts on it. And I feel like especially the concept of abundance mindset is something that I really never like thought of. Same with law of attraction. So I feel like I had the gratitude thing down, sort of, but I wasn't seeing like certain behaviors I was doing and how they were kind of like manifesting into reality without me even really realizing it, which is crazy. And another thing that Bria talks a lot about in her video is that sometimes our views on certain things and the way we kind of go through life is subconscious, and a lot of it stems from childhood and things that we heard growing up, and they kind of became like part of us in some way. And sometimes you don't really realize that you're acting a certain way because of something that happened years and years ago when you were 5 years old or 10 years old, that has kind of just manifested into a thought that you might have or a way that you view certain things in life. So for example, with money, Bria mentioned in her video that she remembers seeing her parents say things like money doesn't grow on trees, and like just kind of seeing them struggle in terms of money, and like that was kind of like a sensitive topic, and I can definitely relate to that. Like my family did definitely struggle with money my whole life. And so even if your parents aren't saying stuff, aren't saying money doesn't grow on trees, or aren't saying I don't want to open the bill because I don't know if I'm gonna have enough to pay for it, you can sense that fear and like that negative energy surrounding money. But sometimes you don't really think about those things and how those can affect you and affect you in your life now, even though they happened years and years ago. Those kinds of things can manifest themselves into thoughts and behaviors and patterns for you, and it can make you look at for something like money, for example, in a really negative way because you had so many negative experiences and saw so much negative energy around it when you were little. So things like that, I mean, it's crazy to think about, but that happens for a lot of us, I think, if not all of us. But I think the important thing to remember is that you can always change your mindset and think about things in a different way, and it will help improve your overall well-being, because mindset is seriously so important. Really so many different areas of your life, and it can affect you in so many areas of your life without you even realizing. So I just loved this video and the kind of like wake-up call a little bit to think about some of the negative thoughts I was repeating in my own head, and it just made me want to kind of look deeper into my own life and my own thoughts and just the way I've been viewing things, and I feel like it's helped me a lot. And so since watching this video, I've been under this whole like different energy of like gratitude and abundance. And so I've really been paying attention to how I'm thinking and how I'm speaking about certain things, and just making sure I'm coming at it with the right energy, putting out positive vibes, if you will, and positive energy, positive thoughts, so that that comes back to me, instead of just putting out this like negative, desperate, like needy, I don't know what it was before, but it wasn't good. And I've been noticing a really big difference in my mindset and the way I've been thinking. And yes, I am almost 27, that probably helps, but that's besides the point. And so I wanted to share this little like mantra, if you will, that I've been kind of like operating under lately. So I wrote it down so that I remember to share it with you guys. I already have everything I need, and I have the ability to attract what I desire. So I feel like that does two things. One, it means I'm continuously practicing gratitude and actually being grateful for everything that I already have, because the definition of gratitude is being grateful for what you do have and not like obsessing over and just focusing on what you don't have. That's like negative energy. So instead, I've been saying I already have everything I need, because I do, and I'm grateful for everything that I have. And two, it also gives me the confidence to know that I have the ability to attract anything I'm looking to add to my life. And that would be an abundance mindset. So just kind of trying to stay in that thought of like, I already have what I need, and anything I want that I don't have, I have the ability to attract, because there's enough out there for everybody. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like thinking about it as like these three different things, like abundance mindset, law of attraction, gratitude, it really helped me like bring everything together and like really focus my energy and like figure out how to actually be the positive person I want to be, and not just saying I'm positive but then thinking these negative things in this different area of my life. You know what I mean? So yeah, again, mindset is super important in just living the life you actually want to live, because I feel like so many people get stuck in this like everlasting negative outlook on life, and it's just like it just brings you down. Like, nobody wants to live like that. And the thing is, you can live the life that you desire. You can live however you want, but you first have to fix your mindset and be willing to change the things that you may need to change in order to get to that point of living the life that you actually desire. So I think what it comes down to is just really paying attention to your energy, your thoughts, just kind of what you're putting out into the world. And if it's negative right now, or even if you don't know, like pay attention to what you're putting out into the universe and what you're getting back. Because according to the law of attraction, what you put out into the world is what will come back to you. So if you want positive things, then you have to put out positive things, and you have to be grateful for what you have and be positive about circumstances in your life. You just have to put out the right energy and focus it in the right areas to be able to get what you want out of life. And I mean, life is too short. Like, life is so short. I know that's like cliche to say, but it is so short. You might as well live it the way you want. Like, I don't know who wants to walk through life with this negative energy and attitude and not getting what you want because you're just putting out this negative, like, yucky thing. This is just all gonna come back to you. And I know that like some people might not believe in stuff like that, but I mean, take it for what you will. For me, it was really interesting and really eye-opening once I saw Bria's video and like started looking into these different mindsets and kind of like ideologies to think about how I've been acting and how I can change my actions to get the results that I want. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it inspired you, like Bria's video inspired me, to just kind of look deeper into your mindset and think about the way that you have been viewing certain areas of your life. And maybe you'll realize that you haven't been getting the results you want because you haven't been putting out the energy you need to put out. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to like, comment down below, and subscribe if you're not already. I would love to know your thoughts about this. Do you believe in the law of attraction? Do you practice like anything like this? Like, do you practice gratitude daily? Anything like that. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.